And next we want to go into Pro Tools. So again, you can find it within the Applications folder in Finder, or you can use Spotlight to search for Pro Tools. So the first screen you see when you start Pro Tools is the dashboard, and you will probably see the Getting Started tab if it's the first time you've used it. What you need to do is go to the Create tab and create a new session from a template. This is just going to make things easier for you the first time you use Pro Tools in this studio. So tick Create from Template, and there should be a file already within here called Shoe Pro Tools Template. So if you select that, but you're going to want to give it a new name, then the other settings you just need to check: sample rate 48 kilohertz, bit depth 24-bit, and the I/O settings. This is quite important. If you choose Shoe Pro Tools Studio as the I/O settings, so this will set up all your inputs and outputs. Interleaved, that should be ticked, and then if you need to change the file location, change it here. If not, it will save to your documents. So just click Create. Okay, so once the session opens, you should have two tracks. One of them is a audio input track, the other is a master output track. First of all, if you just check a few basics, in the setup menu, check that your playback engine is set to HD Native Thunderbolt. So if it's not already, make sure you choose that. Click yes to any messages and OK. It will need to relaunch Pro Tools, and if it doesn't automatically launch, you would have to launch it yourself. So the next thing you need to do is go to Setup and choose Peripherals under Ethernet Controllers. If this box isn't ticked, you need to tick that. Click OK. And now let's just go back into Setup and choose Peripherals. Select the Preamps tab. And from the drop-down menus, if you make sure that 1, 2, and 3 are selected with Pre, and then the Receive From and Receive To you need to set up in the following manner. So Receive From for 1 should be bus 2 channel 1. So we'll do all the receive froms first. So the next one would be number 2. Click the drop down list and choose bus 2 channel 2. And finally number 3, receive from, would be bus 2 channel 3. Now let's do all the send to options. So again, click the drop down list, and this time it's bus 1 channel 1, and the next one would be bus 1 channel 2, and then bus 1 channel 3. So now you can click OK, and then we're going to go back to the setup menu and choose I/O, and you'll see the 3 preamps that we've just set up. At the moment the preamps are not assigned to any channels, so we just need to click in this first channel here with the pencil, and it will assign 8 along that line there. So your screen should look like this, and that's it. That should be your preamp set up. Now you will have access to the mic preamps. This will also work with inputs 2 and inputs 3. You can have up to 3 inputs in the Pro Tools Studio, but input 1 is always connected to the microphone which lives in the recording booth. So let's say we're just using that today. And now if you click on where it says mic, this is the way that you would control the level of your microphone. So that sets the gain, and I've found that around plus 27 or plus 30 decibels is a good level for the microphone in there. Now you won't need to switch on phantom power because it's got its own power box, so you can just set that, and when you finish you can close that window. And then you would also click the record enable button, and then you'd be able to see signal coming into the microphone as long as you had an actor or somebody in the recording booth doing some test lines to just get a signal and a good level.